Welcome to this episode of Get Savvy with Teesha and Joe. Today's topic is how to speed up your induction process. So we at Strictly Savvy have just hired an employee and we've also taken on a bunch of contractors. So we're going to talk through the process that we've used while hiring them. Yeah, so I'm all about speeding up as much as possible and streamlining and automating as much of the induction process as possible. Now, obviously you still need to spend time with your new team members and have that one-on-one training with them. But there is if you have a think about all of the things that you need to teach new team members and show them and how your systems work, there's a lot of repetition in every new team member that comes on. You're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
And so what we have developed is we have videoed and written out our full induction process. So we use lots of tools at Strictly Savvy.
Yes.
And there's a whole system of how we actually look after our clients. So for each individual system, we've created a video. We actually have it in an online course, but you can just have it in a file or on a Google site intranet. Would definitely be our recommendation, where you're actually taking people through, but on video and written content, exactly what you want them to know. What this also does, not only just frees up your time and speeds up the process, it also makes things really consistent. So there's no Chinese whispers of like someone teaching one employee when they come on and then someone else teaching someone else and it's slightly different. We have such consistency through the business because everyone gets taught the same exact way to do something. And one of the contractors who we hired yesterday, she went through the training and she was like, wow, this is really incredible. She had everything that she needed. She knew exactly what to do next, what to watch next, because it was all laid out in a course for her. And she just loved it. And I haven't had to spend much time at all. Now all we need to do is actually just talk to her about expectations and give her that support. She knows that, we're always open to any comms and anything that she needs, we're there. And the actual client work that she needs to bring on, that she needs to do. So that's the only part that we really need to do. And the other hours, probably take 3 hours to actually go through all that content with her. And I just don't have to repeat myself, and neither do you, which is great.
And the great thing is that it's always there for them to go back to later as well. So not only us repeating it to new team members that we bring on, but them, if they have questions about something they've already watched, they can just go back to it. So really, really efficient way to bring someone on.
Yeah, and I just think the other thing too is actually having systems and a bit of a process for who needs to do what in that, like getting them set up type part of the onboarding. So we have Teamwork as our task management tool, and we have some templated task lists in there that I think have maybe 130 tasks for each new employee. But when you really think about it, there are a lot of things that need to be set up when a new team member comes on board. They need to be put into payroll, they need to have the app, Smart Payroll app, downloaded on their phone, they need to have a phone. They need to be set up on LastPass and Teamwork,
user
chat,
accounts,
all the user accounts. We need to know their emergency contact details. They need to fill in some forms. Like there's a whole bunch of things that you need to do when you bring on an employee, which, if you have that all documented in a templated task list and you can assign people to it, it just goes so much smoother. And I think the important thing here is that when you bring on an employee, you want to have them ready and productive and doing their job as quickly as possible. So this just streamlines all of that. Now, if all of that and hiring employees sounds like a lot of work, and it is, that's what Strictly Savvy can do for you. Or if you really don't want to actually bring on employees, then hiring a virtual assistant, it's a lot quicker and a lot easier because you don't need to do lots of that. Yes, you need to set up some user accounts and do a bit of training with them, but it's a lot shorter. If you're interested in hearing about templated task lists, the online course that we create for each different type of team member that we bring on, Google Sites, how to video, like actually training videos of tools. So we use Loom, and then we've just started using Berrycast. There's lots of different things that you can do to speed up this whole process. So we'd love to chat if that sounds interesting.
Yeah, so we hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, make sure you drop us a comment below and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.